that they actually used to torture kids here. So I have access to the theater, and because they were abused, some of them passed away while being abused. Look at this. But I know one thing for sure. Oh, this is creepy. That was him. Right there. Was done inside the theater room that I just took you guys to. All these book bags that you see here was found in the theater. That's actually inside that vial is a piece of his heart. What is up, guys? Thank you for watching Franco Travel. So today I am on a crazy freaking adventure. So I found this location, and it is a beautiful location, right? However, I asked the people if I could rent this place out so I could work on my other channel and do a video there. Apparently there's missing children that happen at this schoolhouse way up in this farm territory in the most outskirt sides of Argentina. And apparently there's bodies of little children buried underneath the schoolhouse, and they found a whole bunch of weird belongings of children, some bones, and the place they used to torture children in the center of the patio at. Now, I asked them if I could be able to record this location at night so they see if I could get any paranormal activity. This happened years ago. However, they won't accept money. Instead, because they live so far away, they don't have tools and supplies. So I have to be pretty much the mule and buy tools and supplies to go all the way to this town out in the middle of nowhere and drop it off. So that is the adventure for today. Wish me luck, because I don't know how this is going to happen. And then at night I'll be able to record for Franco TV. So it's going to be a bit of a crazy adventure. Right now I'm trying to see if I can get some paper, another bottle of water, and from there go to some place where I could buy tools. And they gave me a list of paint and rollers and things that they're going to need, so I could be able to do this mission. That being said, wish me luck. It is so freaking hot outside. Sorry if I look like a mess, but I don't know how to. I need a bandana so I can stop sweating. And let's get on to this video. So it is another beautiful day out here in Argentina. It's just really hot, so I'm thinking about just buying a bandana and trying to see what I can do. And if you look, it is no freaking clouds, not a single one. But right now I'm waiting for my Uber, and I think right here it tells me it is 87 degrees outside. Every time I say 87 degrees or something, no one believes me, because it's they don't know what degrees is. They only know like Fahrenheit or something. It's completely different. Only Americans have to deal with that. Right now I'm waiting for an Uber to show up to start this crazy venture. I'm probably going to try to drink as much water as I can to make it a thing. But my time here in Argentina is coming to an end, and soon I shall be a free man, and I get to go to a place where I could actually buy equipment, certain kind of equipment, and probably a new cell phone so I can record better. And then, yeah, I think earlier today I was looking for radium, and what you could find in glass or something, or certain type of materials which could be radioactive but in small doses, and that's what I've been working with. I do have this big water here, so hopefully this will keep me going for the rest of the somewhat of the day. Give me some, I don't know, some water from my system. Another thing too, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I have a new pouch on my book bag. Now this pouch is actually pretty cool. It's a vintage, which I've been looking for, like vintage stuff that I could kind of strap onto my book bag, but things that I sometimes use or like to fidget and play around with. But I like this little case, because if I take this little metal thing, unravel it all around, just like so, I could get to the sweet spot of a lollipop and pull this little Stranger Thing. It's not really Stranger Things, but it looks like Stranger Things. And I think it has some uranium or some sort of glow-in-the-dark stuff, but it's an old Swiss type of device here. Check this out. This is how it looks like when you open it up. Look at that. It has a nice little compass here that you could look at. And then in the back, it has this metal thing that tells you, comes out too like this. Just shows you numbers, 360, 400, GR, art, percent. I don't know what that means. If you guys do, let me know. And it also has a mirror, which I think is probably for reflecting light. I don't know, in case you're lost or you need help, let me know what you guys think. But this is cool. It's a little vintage thing that I got, and I put that in and my little pouch here. Anyway, my Uber should be coming in here soon. But I thought I'll show you some new little updates that I added to my pack. Made my way towards Hertz. This is the gas station where I always got to refuel it before I get to the area. It's a little beautiful part here. But from this area forward is when I make my viaje to the supply store and have to get the list. Paint, brushes, the sticks for the brushes, and then shove it all in my car. And hopefully I don't get stopped by the police. They're gonna be like, what are you doing? Are you working? No, I don't work. What are you talking about? Because they're gonna see me with all these tools and stuff, so I don't even know. But I think Hertz is somewhere, I think it's behind this building. Biba. You should see the names that are on certain stores out here. It's ridiculous. I don't even know if they know what they named their store, but they name it some funny things. That's Big Hertz right there. And that is my destination. I'm already late. Hopefully they didn't cancel my car.
¿Qué tal? Buenas tardes.
Got the paperwork done, checking the car. I always got to make sure that there's no secret scratches and the cracked windows. The cracked windows is the part that it makes it, yeah. The cracked windows is where I got to be extremely careful because sometimes you don't see it and then you got to pay for it later on if they open up while you're driving on the road and you hit some rocks. So this is where I look to see if there's any scratches and the glass. That's a sticker. Nope. It's looking good. I like white too because it kind of hides things. So if I'm driving and I do something, they may not see it. But that never really happens. That's it. Cool. Okay.
Reflector anglers.
Yeah.
Fire extinguisher. Insurance identification card.
Okay.
Okay. The tank is full. The returning is full. It's full to full. Yeah, remember, to start the car, you have to press the clutch fully.
Okay.
Okay. The reverse is the up the stick here and here.
Okay.
Okay. And full. The light is automatic.
All right. So I need paint brushes, a stick. I'm telling you, the struggle to do this. You wouldn't even think that somebody would have to go through all this stuff just to make a video. It's like you think you could just pay, and some people just don't even want the money. Like, no, we need supplies, so you're gonna be the mule. How bad do you want this place? I'm like, I really do want this place. Well, then you're gonna have to go in and buy paintbrushes and everything, so that's where I'm at. Where can I find this? Everything's in Spanish. I could talk Spanish, but it's even harder for me. Oh, this is for pools. This is for a house. Right? This is for like classic wood. I can't believe I'm doing this. You got like a certain amount of time to get over there. And the other part is that you guys don't know is that they haven't even picked up the phone. So I'm like texting them on WhatsApp. It's like, hey, I need paint so I could do this. I'm on my way over there and no one's responding. So there's a chance that I could do all of this and find out that nobody's there. And I'm stuck with a car full of paint and supplies for no reason. Oh, look, rollers. This is what I needed. That's what she said. She needed rollers. So I'm gonna grab a couple of these. It's only like less than $3. Almost about $3. That's the price right up there, $5.89. Probably get a couple of these here. There we go. Perfect. Sí, para mí la más barata la más mejor.
¿Cómo?
Ah, la más barata la más mejor. Soy bien con
La
eso.
más barata es una calidad más abajo.
No
la
me-
mejor te sale 70 y pico, pero no tengo.
Oh,
Ahí está.
okay.
Brillante.
I think I'm gonna get black and white paint. All I know is that the lady had told me she wants interior and exterior paint. There's probably like a handful of you guys back there and women probably saying, Frank, you don't know what that is. Are you doing this? You should get this specific brand. Listen, I'm in a foreign country. All the brands are completely different. Cinta Plus. I bet you none of you have seen that before. I don't even know what Cinta Plus is. It probably means Sony or something. I do videos. This is a past life of mine. Actually, I never really painted. I just fixed electrical stuff and so forth. All right, wish me luck. I hope my car is still there by the time I come back. Esto, yeah. Perfect. So I got a couple of extra stuff here, just to make sure that they're happy. See how much this comes out to. All right. And then for the cart, where are we at? 28. It's like $10, maybe 12.
¿Puedo hacer? No. A ver, permítame ver la tarjeta. No, esta te la toma es de
All right, now to get to the freaking car. Okay, so now at this point, I have to go pick up the car. I had to leave the stuff behind. They won't let me. This is what I hate about. It's not like a Home Depot where you could just, you know, take the stuff out to the car, drop off the cart back. Doesn't exist. All right, so new plan. I'm not gonna drive the car up here, park and do the whole thing. So I'm carrying everything on me. Somehow I'm managing, and I can feel my arms burning, baby. Let's find this stupid car. So I think I parked up here, but to the right. I have one canister on me that is super heavy. I think it came out a little bit more expensive than what I was expecting. I feel like I just got employed for a 9 to 5. Shit. God dang it. There's people behind my car. They're probably pissed off. No, they're not. Okay, cool. There we go. This is where I want to go. Right over here. All right, let me put this away. So right now I am way out in some random part of town in Argentina, and I am gonna be checking out this one little graveyard. It is one hell of a morning. I didn't sleep anything last night because my sleeping schedule is just done. It's done. Then I saw this cat at this gas station, which I started feeding, and it was like the most attention I've got since I've been out here. It was the most amazingest cat. I just started feeding her water and stuff. It was cool. I felt like I had a companion. Well, actually, I just had people that came down to visit. But I'm doing good. I'm making my trip, making my way back to United States, which is I'm excited about. I think I leave Argentina in 20 days, which is a big update. I'm leaving Argentina for 20 days, and then I'll be making it to Chile, Peru, then finally back home, which is where I will be doing a whole bunch of adventures back in the States. And I have to buy a truck and sell the truck that I have, and so the adventure shall continue. And I think I had a lot of fun back there too, especially I get to carry a gun. But that being said, enough with the talking. Let's start this crazy adventure. This is the area that I'm going to be going to. I've never been here before. It's a completely new place, and it is hot, but apparently it's supposed to start raining later on today, like really later on. See if it happens. I'm hoping it actually does, but it is definitely getting windy out here. This is the town I'm in. And then look at this. Wow. I didn't even know there was a guy there. This is cool. Well, this is pretty interesting. So look at this place. It is a very beautiful morning. It's not really the morning. It is about 1:54. And I'm surprised I'm not even tired yet. But I see this off the highway as I was driving through here. and I thought maybe I should check it out. Take a look and see what this place has to offer. So a lot of the times when I come find these places, it usually starts off exactly how this is. Just driving off the side of the road, and then boom, bada bing, there's a graveyard. Big old Frankie boy wants to go check it out and explore Zed Graveyard. I'm on top of the world, ma. But no, that's kind of how it is. And then I just come here and I start looking around, and then probably get a gist of the lore. Probably ask questions to people. One thing I'm gonna miss about Argentina is the caskets that you see inside. That's only here in Argentina. Everywhere else, it's because it's like negligence against the graveyard. Should have brought sunglasses. Look at this one. And it's just right open. Sorry if my hair is all over the place, but it is very windy today. Look at that. Imagine it was like a head. Somebody just staring at you. But I'm in an isolated part of town, which it makes it like people get curious more or less of what you're doing out here. Especially when they see you recording and stuff. He's like, that's not going to go on YouTube. I'm like, why? Why not? What if it does? What if it doesn't? That's because they don't want certain things being seen. Not all of them are like that, but some of them are. Let's go this way. Oh God, there's bees. I do not want to get stung. Again. Look at this. It's like I'm coming into a bit of a labyrinth. I do want to check this out, but I kind of want to see what's over here. Out of curiosity. Oh God, yep, see? I knew it. Ooh, it's very muggy in here. Ooh. Look at that. I wonder if there's a casket in there. I don't know, this just seems to be the front part, or the top part of the casket. Oof. Doesn't seem to be the rest of the casket. It's a mosquito. Look at this. Please tell me it's a mosquito. Look at this. That's a bird bones. Alright, let's get out of here. Whew. There you go. I was getting attacked in there. And why would there be a lock way out here? Get a better view at this one. This one looks like it's just about to completely collapse. This is what's holding that. I gotta be careful, there might be bees in here. See, look. This is all that's holding it. It's just this. Let us not partake in that. That looks like it'll fall right on top of me. And then this video will finish early, which would suck. I'm just kind of recording. I wouldn't be surprised if it won't be too long from now until somebody tells me I'm not allowed to record. That is a very old vintage picture. That's what it usually comes down to. Once they see you recording, they start getting curious and they realize, are you going to post that? And I guess it's the publicity thing, you know, because then they'll bring attention to the place and then they have to work. And in order to work, you need more money. and then they have to spend money, which is what they probably don't want to do. And then it just pretty much refrains them from letting people like me record a public area, even though I'm not really doing anything. I'm just kind of observing my experience and when I get here. That's what we're supposed to do. You guys get to live through my adventures and see things that you probably would have never known existed had I not shown you. There she is. Hi. Why are you so dirty? Poof. You're full of dirt. Were you hiding inside this tomb? Is this where you sleep? I think that's where she sleeps. In tomb 400. I do wish I was able to give that cat some water or food. She does look kind of fat though, so I'm pretty sure somebody's feeding her. But I don't have any water on me. I gave it to the other cat. What is this for? I wonder what this sign used to say. What do you think it said? No trespassing? No recording? Video equipment? Last time I saw a sign like that, it was like government property. This just seems to take us to just the end there. It's not really much. Usually when I touch the animals, it's good to wash your hands a little bit, because next thing you know, you touch your face. You don't know what kind of bacteria. Your face starts swelling up, and then you got to do a doctor's appointment. I actually got these shoes not too long ago. They're leather shoes, but they were kind of tight, but not too tight, and I've been walking a lot with them. And then all of a sudden I checked the bottom of my foot, and I got like it's called ganglia cyst or whatever. It goes away by itself, but it's just a little lump on my foot. And apparently it's because when you do a lot of pressure or strain on that area, you could cause to get a little lump or whatever. So now I'm just gonna not wear those shoes, I guess. Look at this. Oh, I can't even go in there, but it looks kind of cool. Caskets look pristine. The hair and the back of my head is just going crazy right now with the wind just sticking straight up. Oh, look at this. So it looks like somebody's getting ready to be buried soon. If I had a family, I would think that would be for me. Let's see what's over here. Oh, these are young people. Alex. She had a good life. Euphemia. Pedro. That's a very young one. 2014. He was born 2002 and died on 2014. Barely got to live much. Every time I think about it, my birthday's coming up, February 2nd. And I get nervous because I'm like, well, Frank, you're getting older. But I can't think about it like that. I have to think about it with every power and everything inside my body. You're not getting older. Think of it this way. You've made it to live this far. Most people don't get to, or a lot of people don't get to. You know? You survive this long. Here, I'll bring you guys in for the show. But I think that's the best way to look at it. So if it's your birthday coming up, just look at yourself and just say, you've made it this far. Congratulations. You didn't, fall backwards. And I think that's a very awesome, amazing way to look at it. Just heard a noise here. I don't know what I heard. Whew. That was weird. Oh, look. Those doors are open over there. Let us see what it could be. Mr. Roy. Whoa, look at that. Oh, that's eerie. If you guys are wondering how it smells, it smells weird. I don't really want to know. Oh, look at that. What is that? I don't even know what that is. It's just completely open. If you guys ever pass by my tomb and the doors are open, please close them. Or you know what? Screw it. Have fun. Take a camera out and record. Just don't open the casket. I don't know how my body would look. You might not want to see it. So I'm now making my way more or less towards the front here. And it looks like somebody wrote Honda. Honda by Deary. I guess somebody drew their dream car. Or is that a bike? It's a Honda bike. See it? I hope you guys can see it well. And that's another bike. It's like a moto taxi, which is a motorized taxi. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of that the closer I get to Peru. But I also, when I get to Peru, I want to go to Nazca. I'm going to be spending some nights out there. I'm going to rent a car and explore the whole city of Nazca. My dad has been sending me a bunch of videos because I just bought him a plane, a toy plane, so he could, an RC toy plane, so he could learn to fly. And he's going crazy with it. He made a bunch of friends. I can't wait to see my dad. I was just about to talk about my dad for a second, and then I saw this, and it just reminded me of a nun. Look at that. It looks like somebody standing there all dressed in white, minus a little gap there. But that's creepy. So I was telling you guys that me and my dad used to not get along at all. We used to bump heads, and we probably still do. I haven't been long enough to know. But I don't know, I'm just learning to just let things go because we're getting older. And you start to realize that. And I think he's calmed down. I don't know. I'm hoping he has. But I also have to realize it's just how he is. And the parts that I don't like, try not to adapt that to myself as I get older. And if God willing, I'm able to have a family one day, I don't project that onto them. Definitely not perfect. But that's one small step of becoming better than what I am. Someone put a jacket there. What does that say? Charging paused. It will resume. Cools down. Okay. I guess it's because it's super hot. Is that a jacket? It's cutting in between here. Right over here. Look at that. Someone put a shirt out here. If you look in here, you can kind of see what's on the inside. Well, this is a bit of a cool cemetery. I was low-key kind of expecting more because of how big it was from the outside, but it's cool. I mean, at least it's in good condition. From this point here, I'm going to make my way back out, and I'm going to see if I can make my way to this abandoned school that's way out in the middle of God knows where. You've been there before a long time ago. I want to see the condition and what has changed, and if I'm even able to get in, because the last time it was a little bit hard to get in. So let's see if this time I'm able to. If you see me wiggling my body left and right like I've been doing, it's because I have to pee very, very bad, and I don't know where to pee at because everything is a tomb. Anyway, let's check this cat out because this cat looks like it's chilling, and I got dirt in my eyes. Hola, how are you? Look at you, you're ready to be friends. And I just washed my hands. How are you today? It's like you know me. You okay? Huh? You just went around me? There you go. That's the friendship of love. What's wrong? You good? Yeah. Alright, I gotta go. Go back to sleep. No, you want to be my friend? My partner in crime? Are you going to be my tour guide around the cemetery? Oh, look, there's another one. Right over there. Oh, there's a bunch of cats here. Look at that. You guys are hiding away from me. Not telling me all your secrets. I am literally surviving on coffee and one energy drink. Which I shouldn't have done it, but I gotta get today done and over with. This is like the biggest gas station I've seen. Alright. Probably get a... Basically what I do is I get like a double quarter pounder or whatever, but I take off the bread and I just eat the beef. Just to get some sort of protein or energy. But, you know, still not the best, but it's the best I can do. Okay, so huge update. I have went through this entire town thick and thin, asking questions left and right on how can I be able to get access into the school so I could record a video. And I'm not gonna lie, I've done it before, but I kind of did it without permission. Today I wanted to go with permission, because if I'm gonna be there till nighttime, they're gonna see my lights on, and I don't want people calling the cops or getting... The thing is too, is that apparently there is no cops, and this right here is the police station, as you can see. Policia. But they all close at a certain time, and in fact, they said that the only people that have the key to get into the school only works 3 hours of a day, and then they leave and they take off. And yeah, and wait until you see the town. The town's super... It's like there's people here, but it's like there isn't people here. But anyway, this is the police station. There's not even a cop that lives out here, because apparently the cop is like a security guy, and he just kind of drives around the area. Not even drives around, just I don't even know I don't know what's going on. Just sometimes it'd be like that. You know, it's like abandoned. Why would they say that this is a police station if it's abandoned? I don't know. This is a second attempt of me trying to do a video at this place, so that means tonight I'm probably gonna have to be able to do my night video for Franco back at the cemetery. But this place is beautiful though, but it is a ghost town pretty much. This is the town, and you'd be lucky to find anybody here, and it's covered in dirt or dust. Oh, dirt pretty much. Look at this, prohibido to park here, so you're not allowed to park. Looks like something you would see in Desperado. I'm looking for a man who calls himself Pucho, but you had to do it the hard way. So this is the school area right over here. This is the area I was trying to get into. It looked like they did something, because you see the lights? That's it. This whole area here is completely abandoned. My car okay? Oh, I thought I heard something down there. Look at that. Now I did come here one time. Ooh, it's super windy. Now the other reason why I was trying to get permission to come here is because there's this really big church that I have been trying to get access to as well. And it has been very difficult to be able to get access into this church. But this church is like a vintage, old Victorian kind of church. It has like the Victorian European style of the Vatican. Oh, this is the movie theater that's also connected to the school or whatever. Look at this. right behind those walls, that's the staircase that takes you to the top, but behind those walls is a big theater and a piano. And over here is the church. I think I took you guys here in the nighttime way back when. It was a long time ago, but it's definitely in the nighttime is when I took you guys here. And you were able to see a lot more stuff. Well, actually, no, you weren't able to see a lot more stuff because I couldn't even go in. Sorry, my brain is still kind of like, woo-woo. Still trying to like, Frank, you need sleep. But look at that. That's the church right over here. Now, there has been people that gone in there and explored this whole church. I feel like I'm going to get lynched if they see me trying to do anything. So it's just safe that God, there's so much dust everywhere. And this is the church. The Great Church of Nostradamus number 1. Now there is ways to get in it, but if you guys are gonna have a hard time seeing this, but there's a whole bunch of people behind those trees, and they're all watching this place because they think I'm gonna try to find a way to sneak my way in there. And I'm not gonna lie, the younger me would have, but not this me. They weren't kidding. This is like a population of like 2. I thought during the daytime for sure I would see somebody. It almost looks like everybody's scared to come out. And there's stores, but they're all closed on a Wednesday. So I guess at this point my next objective is to find something or somewhere else to go where I could probably film for you guys and then probably be able to take a nap. It's been a pretty crazy day today. I wanted to give you guys some kind of you know, how it is when I explore, how I do things off camera, especially before I leave Argentina, because I don't know when I'll be back in this country. I'm going to be gone for some time, so I don't know how long, you know, until I come back. Look, I already have people all the way down there just watching me. Car around to leave, our car pulls in and drives right into the school, and lo and behold, it is the person that I have been looking for the school. So I'm just parking the car here right now. I got permission, I'm allowed to go in, and they're going to be able to take me into the church, which I've never seen before. So that is going to be super exciting. So let's see how this turns out to be. So this is the school that I've been trying to get into for the longest time. Look at that. I can't believe I'm in. You don't even understand. Oh, looks like somebody did a fire here. So apparently the rooms, you gotta be careful because the trees have been falling on top of the roofs. This is what she told me. And the roofs are actually collapsing and you could get hurt. So it's recommended that you don't go into the rooms. I did go into one of them, so I mean back in the day I did. But look at this place. And all these little rooms here that you see back here are where they had the kids at. And apparently at night too, which I asked for, I was like, is it possible that I could be able to go in at night and do a paranormal investigation? She says at night even less, because if you get hurt or if something bites you or whatever the heck happens, she could be held liable and all this stuff, which I get it, I understand. But man, at night this would be phenomenal to be able to explore. I just hope she doesn't ask for the channel later and just be like, oh, can I see your YouTube channel? You know, and then she sees it and finds out. So, but look at this. Super cool. I guess I could put you guys in through here. It's so dark. I don't know if you guys could see it. I don't really have this camera set to where you're able to see in like a low light position. I have to pause the camera and stuff to be able to show it. But look at this place. This place would literally be a gem to record at night. And I think inside these two doors that you see right over here, that's the theater. You know, there was a part of me that was about to try to see if I could sneak my way in, and something was telling me don't do it, and thank God I didn't, because had I done it, I would have been stuck here while there would have been a whole bunch of people coming in here at the same time me sneaking in, which would have looked bad. So it's always good to ask. So, oh, that's the theater area here. Look at this. I hope you guys are able to see. Look at that. That's the piano. Right over there. See it? And then that's the second floor. And that's the window where I was showing you. Towards the back. You can hear the people up on the roofs working. At least I think that was the people up on the roofs. I know for a fact to do a paranormal video there at night, you're like most definitely going to be able to catch something on camera. Like you're going to be able to hear stuff, especially because when things are old, I feel like a lot more energy is attached to it, which causes more likely things to start happening, or maybe residual spirits that want to come back here. You gotta understand, a lot of the kids that used to come here passed away because this place is so old. It's just a vintage old place. And over here towards the center, here's where they did shows with the kids and stuff like that. And now they still do it, but it's not, you know, no longer a school. But freaking awesome. Over here, when I first came here that one time way long ago, this is where I found a whole bunch of the stuff. It's the only one that has a door open, so maybe I'm able to record just a little bit of the inside, I think. Let me see if I just realized I have a flashlight. I'm not going in anything. Oh, they cleaned it out. Look at that. Oh, there's just a chair. Wow, they cleaned everything out. Well, you see how this room is now? This room was a lot different back in the day. In fact, I think there was a bit of a yeah, see, that's still there. I don't even know if you can see inside. See if you can. Oh yeah, this whole thing is coming apart. This whole place is in bad shape. But it definitely does look like they're cleaning house. Look at that. This is more of the chairs and stuff for school. I could feel the dirt from outside going into my lungs. So I have access to the theater. Look at this. Now she says that this place is 190 years old. Oh, I hear footsteps up there. The voices outside of the talking, that's the lady. She's talking to her friend. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that. Listen. What the hell is that? Oh, this thing's about to collapse. I don't know if that's the wind or am I actually hearing footsteps. But look at that, 190 years old. Yeah, let's get away from the center there. Look at this. What is this, like a private theater? Oh no, these are just extra chairs. Look at this. Oh, that's the outside area. This is absolutely insane. It sounds like footsteps up there. You guys hear it, right? There it is. My God, I look like I am so tired. Forgive me, but I haven't slept, so my eyes look swollen right now. I'm doing, and I don't feel tired right now because I'm excited. But the moment I get to the car, I'm done. I swear, I keep hearing. It sounds like it's in here, but it's definitely coming from the rooftop. This is where I showed you with the camera, where I pointed it in from the window. That's the spiral thing that goes up. You know what I want to do? I want to be able to check out the piano and touch the keys just to see what it would do. See if it works. Can I go down here? This is where the musicians would play music. That is so creepy. Look at this. Let's see if it works. Okay. It's been a minute. I wish this was tuned and better. I wonder if this piano is 190 years old too as well. It definitely looks like it. Look at the design on that. What does it say? Guaso Silla. Wow. Yeah, all this is rotting here. You can see the whole, it's just junk there. What the, I think there's somebody on the roof. Sounds like they're about to fall through the roof. That's like legit footsteps. Maybe there's somebody up there. Oh wow, look at that. Fila 18. That's pretty old. Just the way it's written. 190 years. Oh my God, that's almost 200 years pretty much. There, it's like literally right up there. Alright, let's go. I just feel like this thing's gonna cave in on me. So, another quick update for you. I just found this out. Right here in this area, right now they do like ceremonial stuff, they have like parties and stuff. But what I just found out from the lady is that right here, back in the day, when part of the dark history of this place is that they actually used to torture kids here. I guess it was like more of like a lesson thing, like if you didn't do something right or you were talking in class, they'll put you right here in the center and they would torture you. They would hurt you, hit you, beat you with sticks, tie you up, whatever it is that you're into. It would happen right here, and all the students around the area would watch you, so they could learn that if you disobey and you don't pay attention to what the teacher's telling you or whatever the school's going through or whatever, they would discipline you right here in front of everyone to humiliate you and to put as a warning to everyone else, don't mess with the teacher, I guess. But that's a bit of the dark history. Just giving you guys a little bit of an update there. Just found that out. Wasn't it? Oh, and by the way, the museum's empty because people came in and they robbed the museum and they took everything that was in it. So that's why the museum's empty. I thought they had moved everything out of the museum. But no, there's thieves about, and the thieves have robbed the entire museum, leaving this place pretty much empty. Sadly to say. I'm telling you, can't have historic things in life because there's always thieves that would come by and just steal it. If you look right here on the tree, now remember this is 190 years old, this whole school area is. But if you see here, there's really old scars on the tree as a cut and it was like somebody took a machete and hit the tree or whatever. I don't know what that was about. Maybe it was part of the torture or something. Okay, so I guess second thought, I do have access to go inside now. And I got more of a history here. So apparently they used to abuse a lot of kids here. And I found something interesting about this hole here. See this right over here? Apparently they found it very suspicious why they dug the school. They built it like at least a foot to 2 foot high off the ground, and they think they were burying things in the inside. The thing is, there has been a lot of children in the school that went missing. Never left the school, they just went missing in the school. And these are kids that were like orphans or by themselves, and people think that they were abused. And because they were abused, some of them passed away while being abused, or mysterious circumstances, and they might have buried them under the school. I cannot believe she said that. I was like, what? I didn't know that. And right now, the room that I am right now in, this is the nuns' room. So apparently this whole area here belonged to nuns that used to kind of pray here or whatever. And some nuns were crooked and some nuns were not crooked. But weird stuff was going on in this school. And yeah, they ended up shutting it down not too long, well, a long time ago. And ever since then, it's been abandoned. And here I am exploring it. But yeah, I never thought to think that kids would go missing here and they would bury them under the school. That I didn't see coming. She says, yeah, that's more of a darker history of this place if you want to get into it. But yeah, I'm just not kind of... The hell was that? Well, that was creepy. I just heard a voice. I'm just not saying exactly too much information on this place, because I don't know if they want a lot of that coming out. So I'm telling you guys because I'm trying to keep the location private, but it's out there if you guys did some research. But yeah, this right here is where the nuns used to eat breakfast at, or eat their food, was in this area here. I'm trying to put my keys away so that way you guys don't hear dingling sounds. And this is all part of the nuns' place. And it keeps going. Look at this little time capsule here. Look at that. I swear to God, that door just opened. Look. It's probably the wind outside. I don't feel any wind. And if you look at the spider webs on the door, they're not really going crazy. You see? Spider webs are barely moving. The hell was that about? This thing just started opening, scared the hell out of me. Alright, well, we're gonna leave that at that. Let's keep going. This used to be a back entrance. I'm gonna be honest, this is actually how I came in a long time ago. Was through this door. Little did I know about the history of this place. But they completely blocked this door. Look at this. This is another historic piano here. I 100% believe that the school's haunted. You could feel it. You could feel like something's watching you at every corner. And I'm not no medium or no nun or no whatever. But man, when my instincts start going, oh man, look at this. looks like a Chinese cabinet. Look how creepy this room is. What's in here? By the way, I have good news. I'm gonna be able to have this place at night. Not tonight though, but I'm gonna be able to record this place at night and have my own investigation. I would like to be here longer for it, but it is what it is. But I know one thing for sure. Oh, this is creepy. If I come back here, they'll hook me up again. Be like, yeah, sure. You could rent this place out again. You helped build it. But she has to talk to the whole community so I could get access to it. Oh, I just heard something back there. Good God, this place is freaking massive. See how it looks like outside. Oh man, it's so over vegetated, it's ridiculous. This is the thing that I was looking at from the outside earlier. So fingers crossed as far as being able to get access here at night. I mean, it looks like it's a good, I got something going. Wow. Man, I can only imagine the things that went on here. Look at this. I don't know if that's all their stuff, but pretty cool. There's already been a couple of times I'm just kind of walking through here and I keep looking back because I feel like I hear something behind me or something taking a quick sidestep, or I see like a shadow move from the distance or a cabinet move. So I'm kind of like watching my angles here on the 360 because it's nerve-wracking. But I love it because it's huge. It kind of reminds me of the monastery, but the original monastery, the big monastery. Like my favorite one that they closed down. One of the main reasons why I came to Argentina was for that monastery. But I already know there's no way in hell, no pun intended, that they're going to let me borrow that monastery again. Or not borrow it, but be able to record a video there. It just will not happen. Look at the roof. Wow, look at this. I don't know if you can see it, but if you look at the ceiling, you can see how the whole ceiling's caving in. I better get out of here. This might not be up when I come back. What is this? Look at that. Alright, so I found the museum. I thought this had gotten robbed, but no, they actually kept this one in pristine condition. Look at this. All the old school movies on cassette tapes and the TVs. Completely pristine. Look at that, that's an old VHS player there. And then right over here, this is old typewriters and record players, completely worn out. But this was all from this place that was left here. Thankfully, they have not stolen it yet. I hope they don't steal this. And this is from a camera, a vintage camera. Look at this. So this is one of the priests that lived here. See this? That's actually inside that vial is a piece of his heart. is inside that vial. Above that vial, that right there is a piece of his hair, a piece of the cloth of his casket where he was buried in, the nail for his casket, a piece of his glove. I was just saying that the last thing they need is just like a piece of hair from the dog too that he owned. And that was him right there. That is amazing. Look at this. And I think this is where he was buried. Those are his caskets there. Abi Jose Rey. And this is stuff, this book that he wrote into a lot. This guy was one of the guys that actually was here back in the day, working the school with all the children and stuff. This is some of their clothing here on the wall. Look at this. This is all vintage stuff, man. And this is all the photos from back then. If you look closely too on the photos, right around here, you'll see things that was here at the school. So I'm gonna see if I could find one with my little finger. We're gonna find that one. I don't even know. There's one of them here that's the school. That was the place right here actually. This little photo right over here was done inside the theater room that I just took you guys to. And that was back in the day when they were doing shows there. A lot of these people were all from, they're all from this town. This too is also here at the school, which used to be like a church / school. That's a nun. I think this is one of the doctors or something. Felipe Doctor. Yep. He took care of the kids out here when they were sick. Pretty crazy, man. Especially with the history. Look at that. It just goes on forever here. Wow. And let's see, what is this? There's just so much stuff to look at here, it's ridiculous. I'm gonna bring up the brightness. Oh, I can't. I've been having this thing on forever. These are the book bags of the kids, and guess where these book bags are found? All these book bags that you see here was found in the theater, underneath the theater. This is where apparently the kids that went missing might have been hidden. I'm not saying it is, I'm not saying it isn't, but might have been hidden. Like their bodies. God forbid. That would suck, but one will never know. Look at this. These are all little books in here. This is that museum room that I wanted you guys to see. And there he is, Jose Rey. Serious priest, no? He looks pissed. Senor Jose Rey. Thank you guys for watching Franco Travels. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I did record a lot of content on this video. Now I'm heading towards this location where I'm going to start recording the cemetery, and this is for the Franco TV side. This is what I tell you, it's always hard to kind of calibrate yourself because it's so, I don't know, it's just hard to sleep, you know, at certain times, especially my sleeping schedule's way off and it's just thrown way out of proportion. So anyway, that being said, thank you guys for watching. I'm making my way to Chile. I should be there in the next 15 days, I think about 15 days I should be in Chile, which I am excited for because, man, I love Argentina. It's beautiful. It just runs very weird, and it just runs weird. But I love Argentina. It's just, you know, it's hard when you're a foreigner to kind of adapt because things are kind of like set for the people and not fully set for you. So like to take money out, going to a Western Union, some people don't take your card. it just gets complicated here and there. So it's a good change of environment as I make my way back to the States, where I'm back home to see my family. But that being said, thank you guys for watching Franco Travels. I hope you enjoyed this crazy adventure. And until the next time, I will see you guys in the next adventure. Bye, guys.